Okay, some of the miscellaneous functions that we will talk about today is the sscanf, sscanf and sprintf, sprint. Okay, we will take these two. They are very simple. All right, it's good to know them. Previously, when you used scanf, right, all right, you used a format specifier and you sent a variable, say x, and let's say and an array for string, right? Array can be buffer1. So when you have %d, %s, and you okay, this buffer1 is a string, expects a string, and x for integer. And how did you give these values? Who gave the values? The user, right? We are going to now, instead of the user typing these values, we are going to inject these values into the program. Okay, and for that we are going to use a function called sscanf. How sscanf is useful? Okay, here. sscanf, and let's say char profile name, let's say John, David, and let's say his age is 40. Okay, so this is a string, profile 30, John, David 40. So I am going to feed this as the input now. This is the input for my program, and I'm going to read this to different variables. For instance, char, let's say first name, last name, and let's say age, integer age. I want to copy John to the first name, David to the last name, and age to 40, right? So for that, if you use sscanf, first is a string, second is a string, the third in here is the so %s, %s, %d, string, integer, and I'm going to pass in the first name, last name, and age. Remember, you don't have to give address to arrays. And now Where is the input now? Our profile, the name of the variable profile. When you give, this is the syntax. This now, this has become our input, not the user. Okay, and for that you have to say sscanf. The S, I don't know what this stands for, maybe system scanf, I don't know, but that is the function call, and you have to give this profile. This is input. We are saying take it from this buffer and parse that string, whatever is there, using this format specifiers. %d, %s, right, into first name, last name, and age. So they have to go in that order. Okay. As usual, let's look at a function here. Hey, what's going on here? Okay, here I just named it as, let me name it the way we wanted. First name, last name, age, and here John, David, 40, and here I need to change to %s. So %s, %s, %David, right? Like the way we have it in that order. And I need to change this to FN, LN, first name, last name, and age. Our profile is coming the way we talked. And sscanf. You don't need to give any other library. So this is our input to the scanf function. Format specifier, just like we did before, and the list of variables to assign. So I need to print basically I have filtered the whole thing into 3 different variables. I have split. Okay, I still didn't answer for you guys what is the use of this. Okay, let me finish this program. You see that it printed each and every variable now. Okay. Okay, why is this useful? Okay, good question. When your program is running in a server and people send requests to your server, they send a lot of data back and forth, request and response, and then there's logs, log file, who came in. So these logs have some formats. Okay, when you look at log, they have specific format: the IP address, the web page, the length, a lot of versions, all that. So you can, the delimiter for all these things is a space, right? It's a space. And you can do scanf to filter the IP addresses, the web page names, the length, the date, when the date of access, and you can feed in all this data to your business intelligence for monitoring traffic. That's how Google does it though. So it's easier if I can use sscanf, right? I get the log anyway generated by this Apache server, and I can take the log and feed in into my program using scanf. So that is the use of one of the uses of scanf. The next program we will look into is called sprintf. This is identical to the scanf, except it's the other way around. You have the buffer and you have a bunch of variables, integer, string, and if you want to copy those things into the buffer one at a time, you use sprintf. If you want to copy those blocks of data in here, you use sprintf. For instance, let's write a program. Okay, here I will copy my scanf to my printf. I've copied it. Okay, I have I'm going to declare a first name as, say, Cindy, last name Cindy Crawford, her age is probably, just for the sake of thing, 40. Now I'm going to copy all these things, variables, into a another variable called profile. Okay, I'm going to copy in here. So for that I need to use sprintf. Sprintf. Now it's the other way around. You take the values from here, feed into the profile to print. You don't need that. So here now all I need to do is print just the profile. Okay, if you see it here, this is my profile, which is empty. My last name is Crawford, first name is Cindy, age equal to 40. Now I'm going to copy all these variables in here. Crawford, Cindy, 40. How do I do it? You use sprintf. Alright, the way you continue doing the way you did, %d, %s, %s, %d, and first name, last name, age. into profile. Instead of printing to the monitor, you print to the profile. Okay, you have it here. So you printed in one shot. So you want to give space to all that. You have that, right? So that is the use of sprintf and sscanf. So just to revisit these two, sscanf feeds from the buffer to variables from a buffer to variables, right? We use sscanf. You have different variables, right? Percent %s, percent %d, whatever that you have, right? Percent %c maybe. So from big gigantic buffer to individual variables, you use sscanf. And if you want to print to a buffer, right? Let's say you have percent %s, percent %d, whatever the variables you have, you want to print to a buffer, you use sprintf. So this is very vital, okay? So these two are important.